Hello and welcome to the course. In this video, we're going to be having an overview of our users, roles, permissions management project right here. I'm going to be navigating you through all the features of this Laravel project that you and I together we're going to be building from scratch. So without any further ado, let's quickly navigate and take a look at exactly what we're going to be building from scratch in this course. So right here, as you can see here, we have the admin's login form right here. Okay, so admin can simply provide his email, such as let's say admin@gmail.com, and the password. Let's go ahead and say 1234 and then hit the login button, and then we will be logged into our admin's dashboard. Perfect. As you can see right here, we are successfully logged in. So as you can see, our project right here has the product CRUD functionality. We have the product listing right here with the product view, edit, and delete buttons. And here we have the add product button as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see, when we click on the button, we are redirected to the add product page where we can simply go ahead and add a product. Let's go ahead and say add product. Let's say product, product 4. Okay, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and say submit. And once we add the product, as you can see, we are redirected back to the product index page with the success alert that says product added. And as you can see right here, we have our product 4 successfully added. You can go ahead and view the products like so. All right. And you can go ahead and edit the product. Okay. And also you can delete the product. As you can see, product deleted successfully. So this is basically the product CRUD functionality right here. So this project is based on the users roles permissions management. So let me actually go ahead and take you through the future of this roles permission, how we go about implementing the roles and permission to our Laravel project right here. As you can see right here, we have the roles permission menu. We have all permissions view right here. As you can see, this is our entire permissions, entire applications permissions right here. As you can see, we have the second page containing the roles related permissions. As you can see, we have the role add, role edit, role delete, admin list, admin add, and what have you. Okay, as you can see right here, and here we have the all roles view. Okay, those are the permissions we just viewed. As you can see right here, we have roles as manager, roles as admin, role as super admin, with certain permissions related to this roles right here. Okay, certain permissions assigned to this roles. As you can see, the super admin has almost all the permissions, and the admin right here has fewer permissions assigned to it, and the role manager right here, the manager's role, has even fewer permissions assigned to it. And right here we have the edit and delete roles as well. Okay, and right here we have the admin's index page, which contains all the available admins inside of our applications. So let me actually go ahead and show you the features. So let's actually go ahead and create an admin. As you can see, we have basically 3 admins with the role super admin, we have manager, and we have admin. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and create a new admin. So let's go ahead and say this should be admin 02. Let's go ahead and say admin 02. And then we're going to pass the username. Let's go ahead and say admin 02. Okay. And the email should be admin. Let's say admin 002@gmail.com. And phone number, we're going to enter some random digits like so. Actually, this should be 00. All right. And right here, we have the admin's default password as 1234. We can now select a role for the admin. So let's go ahead and give him the role of a manager like so, and say create admin. All right, perfect. As you can see, admin created, and right here, as you can see, we have the admin 02 with the role as manager. All right, perfect. So now let's go ahead and try to log in as admin 02 right here. So let's go ahead and actually we're going to go ahead and open a new window. Let's go ahead and say new incognito view. Now let's go ahead and open our project right here. Let's hit enter. All right, let's go to the login page right here. We can log in as admin 02 with the email address as admin002@gmail.com. And then we're going to pass in the password 1234 and say login. The email is not correct. That should be, let's actually go ahead and copy that email right here. Let's try to edit the admin. All right, as you can see, the admin email is admin002. Let's go ahead and copy that email. And we're going to come back here and we paste it like so. and then type in the password 123, which is the default admin's password. Actually, it should be 1234. Okay, and then hit the login button. All right, perfect. As you can see, we are logged in as admin 002 right here, as you can see. And if you remember correctly, we assigned the manager's role to the admin 002. And right here, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go to the all roles right here. We're going to open that in a new tab. All right, as you can see, the manager's role has only the permission to view product menu, to add product, edit product, and delete product right here, and also view product. Okay, so that's why we are having this page successfully loaded with all the buttons, the view, edit, delete, and add buttons right here. And if you take a look right here to the side menu, the manager's roles doesn't have the permissions to view the roles permission menu as well as the admin's menu, which can be found right here. As you can see, we have the roles permission menu, manage admin's menu. And the reason why we are having everything populated right here is because we are logged in as super admin right now. Okay, on this page we are logged in as super admin, and if you go ahead and take a look, let's go ahead and click on the edit roles button right there. You're going to see that super admin has all permissions. Okay, as you can see, the entire permissions right here are checked, so the super admin has the highest permissions. Okay, everything, he's allowed to do everything on the site. But the manager, let's actually go ahead and navigate back. The manager's role, let's go ahead and try to edit this. As you can see, the manager's role can only be able to view product menu, which is this menu right here, manage product menu. And then he can also be able to add product, edit product, and delete product, and also view product right here. As you can see, that's why we right here, when we logged in as admin with the role manager, we can view all this, the view product functionality, the edit product right here, as you can see. All right, so let me actually go ahead and show you something. Now we can go ahead and update that roles permissions. Okay, the manager's roles, we can go ahead and update that real quick right here. So let's navigate to the super admin's dashboard right here. So this is the manager's role. Now let's actually go ahead and uncheck this. Let's say uncheck. Okay, and we're going to uncheck this view as well. And now if we go ahead and update this, then as you can see, our roles is updated. The manager role doesn't have any permission. And now if we navigate to our dashboard right here, our manager's dashboard, if you refresh, all this now will not be available for the manager, okay, because he's not now available. Now all the permissions are being withdrawn from that role. The manager role doesn't have any permission now, so this view will be gone, and as well as this menu. So let's actually go ahead and take a look. Let's refresh our application right here. As you can see, user does not have right permission. So this basically means our manager doesn't have the right permission to access anything because we haven't assigned any permission to the manager's role, and here we are logged in as manager. But if we go ahead and navigate back here and say, okay, we wanted to edit the roles, the manager's role, and we're going to go ahead and say, okay, we want him to be able to view the product menu. Let's go ahead and update this. Okay, say update role. All right, so now let's go back to the manager's dashboard right here, and if we go ahead and now refresh, now he has the chance, okay, he has the permission. The manager's roles has the permission to only view the product menu, but he cannot add. The add product button is gone. The edit, view, and delete product buttons are also gone. So he can only view, but he cannot perform any action. But now let's go ahead and give him assign those permission back to the manager's role. Let's go ahead and say, we edit the role. We say we wanted to give him chance to, let's say, only edit product and add product, but he cannot delete the product and he cannot view the product. Okay, or let's say he can view the product like so, and he cannot edit and he cannot delete, but he can view only. He can only view the product. So let's go ahead and now say update. All right, and we're going to come back here to our manager's dashboard. If you go ahead and refresh the dashboard, as you can see now, only the view button is available. Okay, the manager can only view the product, but he cannot edit or delete the product. All right, so this is basically how we go about implementing the roles permissions functionality onto our Laravel project using the Laravel Spatie permissions. Let's actually navigate backward right here. Okay, we're going to navigate back to our super admin dashboard, and we're going to go ahead and now give him chance to, let's say, edit and delete product, as well as he should be able to view the roles permissions menu. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and now say update role. Okay, As you can see, the role is updated. Now if you navigate back to the manager's dashboard right here, if you go ahead and refresh, now he'll be getting the roles permission menu only. He can only view the roles permission menu because that's the only permission we assign right here. He can only have access to the roles permissions menu, but we didn't give him chance to say maybe he can be able to add permissions, edit, delete permission, or view the permission list or the role list. Okay, and if you go ahead and say he can view the role list like so, let's go ahead and update that. Let's add that permission as well. Oh, actually, let's give him everything. Okay, we can go ahead and say, as you can see right here, we have the select all button. So I'm going to be showing you how to implement this kind of functionality. If we go ahead and now click on this select all button, as you can see, all the checkboxes here are automatically selected. So I'm going to be showing you how to implement this kind of functionality using some of the JavaScript code. So you don't have to worry. Everything, we're going to do it together from scratch. Okay. And if you go ahead and uncheck that, everything will be unchecked. So let's actually go ahead and give the manager the all the roles, okay, to be just like the super admin. And now if we go ahead and say update role, all right, as you can see, the manager's role has all the permissions. Okay, and if you navigate back to the manager's dashboard right here, if you go ahead and refresh that, then everything will be available for the manager. As you can see, now the manager has the permissions to view the roles permissions menu, all permissions. Let's go ahead and click on that. As you can see, everything, including the action right here, the edit, delete. All right, and let's actually go ahead and say the manager should have access to the all permissions view, but minus the add permissions section right here and the delete permissions button right here. So let's go ahead and update that right here. All right, within the super admin, let's come over here and edit the manager's role, and we're going to say he did not have permission to add permission and also to delete permission, something like this. And now if we go ahead and update the role, now if you navigate to the manager's dashboard, which is right here, and if you go ahead and refresh that, you can see the add button, the add permission button is gone, and also the delete permissions button is gone. Okay, because we excluded those permissions to the manager's role. Okay, let's actually go ahead and reduce some of this permission, because obviously a manager doesn't supposed to have access to the roles permissions menu at all and the admin section. So let's actually go ahead and reduce that. Right here, let's say the manager's role can only have access to, let's actually deselect everything like so, the product add, product add, edit, delete, and the product view. Okay, that's all for the manager. Let's go ahead and say update role. All right, and we're going to navigate back to the manager's dashboard. Now all these permissions are gone. As you can see, we are within the permissions view. That's why it says user does not have the right permissions. Okay, even our routes right here are protected as well. So let's actually navigate back to the product. So we're going to refresh the application. As you can see, all those menus are gone, and right here we only have the product view, edit, delete, and add permissions. So friend, this is basically all about this project, how we go about, protecting our website using the Spatie roles permissions package inside of our Laravel project right here. And let's actually navigate back here, and we can as well create a role. All right, if you go to say add role, as you can see, we can pass in the role name, and then let's say we wanted to add a role called team lead, something like this. And then we can go ahead and assign him multiple permissions like so. All right, let's just enter some random permissions. I'm going to go ahead and say create role, and that role will be instantly created as team lead and with the permissions assigned to it. Okay, and here we can edit. All right, we can edit that role, and we can as well delete the role like so. All right, so friend, this is all about this course. If you find this interesting, if this is something you really want to know how to implement in your Laravel project, then this course is for you. And I promise you, by the time you complete this course, you will understand very well how to use the Spatie Laravel permissions and implement the roles permissions functionality on literally every of your Laravel project. And finally, if Spatie Laravel permission package is something you don't know how to implement before, and you really wish you know how to implement that, or you wanted to learn how to implement that effectively on your Laravel project, then this course is for you. don't hesitate, do not waste any more time. Just go ahead and hit the enroll button, and I will see you in the first lesson. Peace.